streaming live on WWE 2K19. I'm here back with another live stream today. So today we are going to review Monday Night Raw from yesterday. So we're going to get started here. I have four things I want to talk to you guys about. So I have four things I want to talk to you guys about. Number one, about the Aleister Black versus the local competitor matchup. I think it should have been EC3 versus Aleister Black instead of Aleister Black versus the local competitor. But that match was to build momentum for Aleister Black. You know, that match was to let Aleister Black send a message to the whole WWE Monday Night Raw locker room. So yeah, the match was, the match was to send a message to the WWE locker room. That's what it was for. I mean, that's basically what it's for. So, and another thing I want to talk about on Raw, the Lana and Bobby Lashley feud. I'm starting to not be too much interested in it. I mean, when you look at it this way, it's like Romeo and Juliet. You know what I'm saying? The feud is basically like Romeo and Juliet. You know what I'm saying? It's like Romeo and Juliet making love, basically. And I just don't like the storyline, man. It's just, there's a few things I don't like about the storyline. Number one, Bobby Lashley and Rusev hasn't had a match yet. That's what I don't like about the storyline. Number two, it's not going. I don't even think the Bobby Lashley and Rusev match is going to happen at Crown Jewel. And number three, it's not improving. The storyline is not improving. It's not enough. WWE needs to improve that storyline. I just don't agree with it at all. It's just not cool. I don't agree with the storyline. I don't like it. WWE needs to do a few things with that storyline and fix it, because I don't like it. And I'm not, and many of you are probably like, what are you talking about? Well, I'm not blind. I'm smart. I'm smarter than some of you are, so I know what's going on. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on with the storyline. I know the storyline more than some of you do, and I know, and I've covered that on some of my previous videos. I've talked about a possible match between Rusev and Bobby Lashley. In a few of my videos, I covered that, and I talked about that. And if you look at the storyline like I do, you'll notice a few things that WWE is missing from the storyline. You'll notice a few things WWE is missing. Number one, WWE is still burying Rusev. What is going on here? Why is WWE still burying Rusev? Making him feel bad, making him look like a little lad, making him look like a lad boy. It's just, it isn't right. And the Viking Raiders versus Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder's match. That match was for the Viking Raiders to build momentum, to be the best Raw Tag Team Champions in WWE history. And if that ain't what they're doing it for, then I don't know what is. So, yeah. This week's Raw was berserk. It was crazy. This week's Raw was crazy. It was berserk. It was all kind of things. This week's Raw was kind of confusing, But there was four things I liked about it on Raw. The open segment. The open segment was okay. The video where they showed Andre and Cien Almas and Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black making their names known on the Raw, making their waves on Raw. That was good. I like that. And Andre and Cien Almas versus Sin Cara. So it was a good match. It was a highly competitive match. I like that. I think WWE did a good job with that. And WWE did a good job with the opening segment. They did a good job of showing the video with 3 of those wrestlers, including Buddy Murphy, Andre Cien Almas, and Aleister Black. You know, they're showing them that all 3 of them are making their debuts on Raw. Paul Heyman is pushing these guys. He's doing a good job pushing them. And I think there was a rumor going around saying that Paul Heyman is also trying to give Andre Cien Almas a push. I don't know if y'all been hearing rumors about that or not, but I know I have. There were rumors that Paul Heyman was also trying to push Andre Cien Almas. He's trying to give Andre Cien Almas a push too. So Paul Heyman might be the one behind the Buddy Murphy, Aleister Black, and Andre Cien Almas push. He might be the one behind it, behind the whole thing. And I personally think he is. And I personally think he is the one behind the Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black push and the Andre Cien Almas push. So yeah, I think he's the one behind the push. And you notice there were no WWE women's matches on Raw. Did you notice there were no WWE women matches on Raw? None. Did you know? Did anybody take note of that? There was no women's matches happen on Raw. None. Nothing happened on Raw. Did you notice that they only showed Lana and did not show all the other women on Raw? Something's going on there. What in the world is going on? There was none. There was none. There was no women's matches on Raw. I'm pretty sure you all didn't notice that. You might want to take note of that, because I just noticed that literally when I watched those clips. I noticed they did not show Becky Lynch, they did not show Charlotte Flair, none of them. I was like, what in the world is going on here? So, yeah, I noticed that they didn't book no matches for Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair on none of those women on that Raw Women's roster. I don't know what WWE is doing, but they should have at least booked one women's match or something on Raw. You know, they got all the men wrestling, but not have all the women on Raw wrestling. You know, not have some of the women wrestle on Raw. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, there was no Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. What happened to that? You know? There was no... Let's see, what else? There was... The women's tag team champions didn't have a match on Raw this week. Becky Lynch didn't have a match on Raw this week. Charlotte Flair didn't even have a match on Raw this week. Where was all the Raw women's roster? Where was all the Raw WWE divas? Where were they? What happened to them? Where was all the women on the WWE Raw roster? Where were they? Oh, they did show up on Raw. Where were they? They did show them. But there was an open segment where they showed Charlotte Flair. They did show Charlotte Flair. But it's funny that they showed Charlotte Flair and Lana, but didn't show all the other women that were on Raw, that were drafted to Raw. Because don't forget, Liv Morgan was drafted to Raw. I think it's funny how they didn't show none of the other women, but they showed Charlotte Flair and Lana. Well, obviously they showed Lana because Lana's in the Rusev and Bobby Lashley storyline. So, yeah, we haven't seen Becky Lynch this week on Raw. We haven't seen her wrestle. We haven't seen the Raw's women's tag team champions, on Raw. And it's like, what's going on? What is WWE doing? It's like, wow, I didn't understand that. Oh yeah. Well, there was another Raw's women's wrestler, Zelina Vega. We saw her. We only saw 3 women on Raw this week: Lana, Charlotte Flair, and Zelina Vega. Because Charlotte Flair was in that opening segment video. But the ones we did not see, was Peyton Royce and Billy Kay and I forgot. What's her name? Liv Morgan. Yeah, Liv Morgan. I know there was a WWE's page where I went to Peyton Royce's page, and I seen that they were in Saudi and Sydney, Australia. Where they were in Sydney, Australia, and WWE Universe, was thanking them. We're happy that they welcomed them back home. I think it was yesterday. There was a picture of them and the Saudi Arabia fans. I mean, not Saudi Arabia, but the Sydney Australian fans. It was a picture of them and the Sydney Australian fans welcoming them home. Maybe WWE saw that and said maybe they should have some time off. I don't know what reason they would have the time off, but I don't know. But they literally only showed Selena Vega, Lana, and Charlotte Flair. So the rest of the men and women's locker room, they were probably all in the locker rooms, or some of them probably didn't attend Raw, or most of the women probably didn't even attend Raw this week. So, that's confusing. Raw this week kind of confused me because the fact that all the other women weren't shown on the Raw episode on the USA Network. And some of the men didn't, like EC3 and all of them, they weren't seen coming out the ring either. But the most shocking, unexpected person that came to the ring to the aid of Rey Mysterio was none other than Cain Velasquez. Yeah, the most unexpected person that came to the ring to the aid of Rey Mysterio was Cain Velasquez, delivering yet another message to Brock Lesnar. I think this was a way to humiliate Brock Lesnar, to make him even more angry. Not to mention, the other person that was out there was actually Brock Lesnar's teacher, Shelton Benjamin. When that music hits, that means that's Brock Lesnar's teacher coming out. When Brock Lesnar's not there, that means Brock Lesnar's teacher, Shelton Benjamin, comes out, I mean, the whole show was good, but overall, I think they should have gave Aleister Black a better opponent. I think, number one, they should have gave Aleister Black a better opponent. Number two, they should have did a better job with that Lana and Bobby Lashley storyline. And number three, what did I don't even remember what I said for number three. Number three, they should have gave the Viking Raiders a better tag team opponents too. Because Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins was going to get annihilated. The Viking Raiders, the Raw Tag Team Champions, defeated them easily. But I think they are trying to give them opponents until the AOP are ready to come out and distract whatever Monday that AOP makes the Raw debut. I think they're going to try to come out and ambush the Viking Raiders sometime. So be looking out for that. The AOP has sent another message to the Raw locker room again with their Tritron video this week on Raw. The AOP could be making their debut after the Crown Jewel. So I think after the Crown Jewel, I think that's when AOP is going to make their debut, and they're trying to ambush the Viking Raiders. So be looking out for that. You never know. That could happen. There's a possibility that there could be a Viking Raiders and AOP feud going on. There's a possibility that the WWE is trying to do a AOP and a Viking Raiders feud. There's a possibility that could be happening in the WWE sometime after the Crown Jewel. So you guys might want to be looking out for that. That feud is, if they plan on doing that, that feud is going to be one of the most tag team feuds in WWE. That's going to be one of the most. That's probably going to be by far the most tag team feuds in WWE. The most best tag team feuds, greatest tag team feuds in WWE. AOP feuding with the Viking Raiders AOP feud. Ooh, storyline that would be the best feud in WWE tag team feud. In my opinion, it would be. Why is there black showing up on my video screen? What in the world's going on? Anyway, so we're gonna get started here. I got to look up the results here. We're trying to. There we go. Alright. So, yeah. Everything else is okay, but as far as the match between Aleister Black and Local Perry, they should have gave him a better opponent. And I believe Aleister Black would probably agree with that, too. I think Aleister Black would also agree with this, too, when I say that they should have gave him a better opponent. They should have gave the Viking Raiders a better tag team opponent, too, I believe. And also, you know, and also that Bobby Lashley and a lot of storyline, I don't really like it. I think they should just put Bobby Lashley in a match against Rusev for the most part. After the feud's over, I think they should just put him in the match and call that feud quits. I think WWE should just scrap that feud and just forget about it. The feud is not good. The WWE fans are not really interested in that feud, and I'm not either. I can't blame them. Some of the WWE fans do not like the feud. I don't either. I personally don't like the feud either. I think WWE should just scrap that feud. I think WWE should just forget about that feud. It should just be scrapped. I personally think the feud should just be scrapped. Because I don't like it. It's not a good storyline. It's not interesting. It's not, it's not fun. I think the storyline that's better than that storyline was the Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt feud. If anything. But obviously WWE kind of messed that up. Because at Hell in a Cell, the WWE writers didn't do a good job with that. Obviously. So, we all know it was the WWE writers' responsibility. Because I did say that in one of my previous videos. I forgot to tell y'all that WWE had finally explained the Hell in a Cell of what happened. But nobody is still going to believe them anyway. So I personally don't blame them. So yeah. I personally don't blame you guys for not believing the WWE. You know what I mean? You can't blame them. But that match between Aleister Black and the local competitor, it was a way to build momentum for Aleister Black. So, okay, so first, we need to talk about, hold on a second. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to look up something here. There it is. Okay, so the first thing we need to talk about is the Ultimate segment. It started with a recap package of the feud between the Seth Rollins and The Fiend. Ric Flair comes out. Then Ric Flair brings out Drew McIntyre as his final team member. So that's when, we had Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. So let me tell you about that match. As I'm choosing my wrestler, I'm going to talk to you about that match. That match was for Drew McIntyre to send a message to Team Hogan, let them know, hey, Team Flair is gonna win at Crown Jewel, you know, this and that, blah blah blah, you know. That's basically what the match was for, to send a message to Team Hogan, basically. You know, I'm sure my Aspire channels have already covered that for you guys. You know, I mean, they do a good. I mean, like I said, they do a good job with their channels and, you know, with their videos and all that. You know, with their coverage, they all, my Aspire channels, they all do a good job. You know, they're all the best. You know, they do a good job, and that's what inspired me to do, you know, what I'm doing on my channels. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But anyways, the Drew McIntyre Ricochet matchup, it was good, but Drew McIntyre dominated the whole match. Ricochet took over for a while until Drew McIntyre, you know, took over. Until Drew McIntyre had the upper hand, and he was able to beat Ricochet with a Claymore. So, Ricochet with the Claymore, 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre beat Ricochet. And like I said, and again, the match was to send a message. You know, Drew McIntyre, after the match, Drew McIntyre brutalized Ricochet, beat him up, and used his, you know, his athletic moves, you know, to send a message, again, to send a message to Team Hulk Hogan. Let them know that we're gonna beat them. We're gonna give our absolute best. You know, they're gonna give their absolute best against them. Yep, that was what it was for, basically, to send a message. So, after the Claymore kick, and what was a simply terrifying opening match. Following the match, so guys, listen. Following the match, Drew McIntyre inflicted some more damage, which I just told y'all. I just literally told you, which included a face-first slingshot to Ricochet onto the steel steps prior to the bout. 16-time world champion Ric Flair kicked off this week's edition of Raw to announce that McIntyre would be the fifth vital member of his team at Crown Jewel. That's just what I just literally told you. So, yeah. Oh my God!
You know what Paducah, Kentucky's
the video where JD showed Seth Rollins as a clown, I was laughing at that. I was laughing my ass out after I saw that. Seth Rollins as a clown. Oh my God! This guy's funny. The JD guy, you gotta check out his videos. This guy's funny. For real.
There is nothing
that guy's really funny.
Can't do. One of the most positive, confident athletes in the game
also
today.
Check out
the future of flight has arrived.
My friend JD, check out his videos, man. His videos is good too, man. It's awesome. That clown, when he showed Seth Rollins the clown, that was so funny. I was literally laughing at that. I literally about fell off the bed laughing at that. Literally. Like, 100% literally fell off the bed laughing at that. And then even the part when he said, "Burn it down." This was funny. That was literally the funniest. That was literally the funniest video show off the script. That was literally the funniest video I've seen on that off the script show. You know, hosted, you know, by JD.
His opponent from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, in one of my previous videos, I did show Drew McIntyre in the bump on the WWE Network. So guys, be sure to check out
ready,
Drew
guys.
McIntyre
Big time singles
video
matches coming up here.
And I can assure you these two superstars have been waiting all day to get their hands on each other.
And I am going to get 2K20 next month, so that's my announcement I have to tell you. But I'm also still going to get Gran Turismo Sports and Dragon Ball FighterZ. But I think I'm going to start with Gran Turismo Sports. I'm not sure if I have the money to get that. If I don't, then I'll just have to start with WWE 2K20. I'll have to get that first. Because I really want to see how the game has been so far. And I will live stream on that game for the very first time to show y'all, to show you around, to show you the buttons and everything, and show you what, because I'm going to have to get familiar with the game myself, so once I get that game next month, I'm going to have to
This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one.
Man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
Get out, pile driver.
That Claymore kick to Ricochet was massive. It's like somebody hitting their foot on the metal, getting a big bump on their foot. It's like somebody getting a freaking bump on their forehead. That Claymore kick.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
He's starting to stumble here, but he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment tonight. You don't step in the ring with this guy and walk away completely unscathed.
Pile driver spiked him.
You're probably going to see Ricochet kick out once I do the Claymore, because he is the heart of Ricochet never gives up. That's why he's the one and only. But Drew McIntyre kicks out too. He's also the cycle.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
Psychopath is like calling Nikki Cross Psycho Sis. That's what I call it. That's what WWE used to call it.
Look out.
Psycho Sis. She goes crazy. When she was Sanity, that's what they used to call her.
Are you thinking about some tag? Power bomb! Scoop slam! Oof!
This match is literally about to be over already. Can you believe it? This match is literally about to be over already.
Finds it. Oh, haven't seen this in a long time. The air raid siren. I don't know how you survive that.
Oh, this match is getting ready to be over.
Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
I had to see what moves. I had to pause it one time because
nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Sorry about that pause. I had to pause it one time because I wanted to do that air siren move. But it appears that didn't work, so I'm gonna have to try
the quickness by Ricochet.
He reversed that. So I'm gonna have to try to hit.
What a headbutt. Wow.
Now let's try the Claymore kick. Here we go. Massive, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. You guys ready? You about to send a message? Oh,
this is what makes him one of the best in the business.
He reversed it again? You gotta be kidding me. Man, talk about the heart of Ricochet. Oh my gosh. Talk about the heart of Ricochet. That was exactly what happened on Monday Night Raw. When he when he reversed some of Drew McIntyre's moves that he was doing on
Ricochet carried a revered reputation upon being signed by WWE, and I must say all of his acclaim is well warranted. Watch any highlight of Ricochet and you will instantly realize that he lives up to his billing.
Yeah, Ricochet always lives up to his billing. He's like a superhero wrestler. Well, not sort of, but he's a superhero wrestler.
Check out the torque on the back.
He's a superhero wrestler.
Touching again on Ricochet's reputation coming into WWE.
Ricochet, nice job breaking out of that one.
But there's plenty more work for him to do here.
Ricochet can go high fly. He can go ground. He can pretty much do anything in that ring. He can go ground. He can do high fly, and he can do ground wrestling.
Now that's a takedown.
And You know, here's something I didn't know. I didn't know Dolph Ziggler had an amateur background. I didn't know that. That's something I did not know about. I don't even think it said it in his
He's making a statement here with this
information about him on the Wikipedia. I didn't even know he had an amateur background.
That'll slow Drew McIntyre down a bit. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an
Drew McIntyre would also be a good
battle.
superstar for NXT UK.
This doesn't get too out
You know
of
that,
hand,
don't you?
Sometimes momentum has a way of
Drew
permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid.
I think he is one of a British wrestler. I don't think he's an American wrestler. I think he's a British wrestler.
Turning point of the match.
Because he's from Scotland, so he is a British wrestler. He would be good for NXT UK. British is the same as NXT UK. You know what I'm saying?
Facebuster.
And it's raining outside, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Was not expecting the rain. Was not expecting it to rain right outside. So it looks like when I go to work, I'm going to have to wear a jacket.
Watch the impact. When this guy's on, look out.
Oh my God. He just reversed that for the third time in a row. Oh, this is crazy.
Hooked up. You gotta believe this one's
for
over.
the third time in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see that? He reversed that 3 times, literally.
Michael, I like your analogy of McIntyre's career as 2 different chapters. And while chapter 1 didn't necessarily blow anybody away, there was a foreshadowing of his future success. Oh, even Mr. McMahon himself called McIntyre a future.
I'm surprised that Drew McIntyre had used the buckle bomb on Ricochet. We've never seen him use that before. That's the first time we've seen. That's the first time WWE fans have seen Drew McIntyre use the buckle bomb.
Digging deep for a
Seth Rollins, the only person that used that move is Seth Rollins. That must be a way to mock Seth Rollins, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I don't know. It might have been a way to mock Seth Rollins. I don't know. I know it was effective to Ricochet. That move was effective. I know that.
Drew McIntyre beginning to look a little weak out there. He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win this match. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
That move was effective, that's for sure.
These athletes seem to have trouble. Ooh, what a headbutt. This one's
now,
over, guys.
This should be over this time.
Oh, this is going to be nasty. This is going to be bad. Watch the drop. That's how you put an exclamation point on the... There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? This singles contest has a victory.
That is how he won that match on Raw yesterday.
We got our money's worth for that
night
one.
on
Take
Raw.
a look.
That was the first match of the night to start Raw. To start
he ain't
the
messing
premiere
around.
of Monday Night Raw.
He's
that
getting it done here.
That is how Drew McIntyre was able to win the match. He used the Claymore on Ricochet for the 1, 2, 3.
I know the match was solidly entertaining, but I really hope these guys would take it to the next level. Regardless, nobody's asking for their money back.
1, 2, 3. Look at that. Massive Claymore.
Here is your winner, Drew.
Oh, but guess what else? I got some.
What's going on here?
See, this is what happened. So, after the match, Drew McIntyre brutalized Ricochet.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Talk about dismantling your opponent. Oh, haven't seen this in a long time. The assault on the lower back.
And then,
game, set, match.
this is the next move he used.
And that's twice now.
The future shot.
Future shot. That should do it.
To send a message. That right there was the move he used to send a message to the whole Team Hulk Hogan. To let Hulk Hogan know, hey, we're coming for you. Team Flair is coming for you. Team Flair is going to win. That was to send a message to let him know that. You know? That was the message. Message delivered right there. Message delivered. So then so then Raw released a video package aired showcasing new. Hold on, actually y'all probably can't hear me. So because of that music, I've had to pause it. So then after this match, Raw aired a video package aired showcasing new Raw draft picks, Andrade, Buddy Murphy, and Aleister Black. So right after that, we had Aleister Black versus Jason Reynolds, a local competitor. But instead of the local competitor, I'm going to do it my way. So instead of the local competitor, we're going to put Aleister Black against EC3. That's just what I was saying. They should have put Aleister Black in a match against EC3 instead of a local competitor. If that was the case. But that match was for him to build momentum. So I'm going to put 3 finishers on both of them. So Aleister Black will be able to win quicker because he's fast. So instead of a local competitor, I'm going to put him against EC3 because EC3 is on Raw. He was drafted back to Raw. Again, he was drafted to Raw again. And EC3, a lot of people like EC3 weren't happy with the draft. That's for sure. I think he was hoping he would go to SmackDown. You know, to improve himself, you know. And that's the problem with the draft, man. They don't fully be ready. They just deliver stuff, you know. They go ahead and... But see, this is not Stephanie's fault, man. I mean, they told her, she was told to do this, you know. It was not Stephanie's fault to deliver to all these superstars that's going to Raw and SmackDown. It wasn't Stephanie McMahon's fault. You can't blame her for that. I mean, she was told by these people to do this. By the WWE, by whoever told her to do this, she was told to do it. They told Stephanie McMahon to be the announcer for the draft. Be the announcer to announce who's going to where it's going to win, you know. Who's going to win, where, or whoever. You know, it's not, the WWE fans, don't blame Stephanie McMahon for this. This is not her fault. Keep her out of it. This isn't her fault. She has nothing to do with it. WWE or somebody has told her to do this. She was told, I'm going to say this again, she was told to do this. As far as the WWE draft that happened a few weeks ago. She was told to do this. You know, I picked the perfect time to do this, too. To do these results. You know what? I'll tell you what. We're gonna get out EC3 first. Then we'll get out the last opponent. Aleister Black. There we go. That's more better. That's much better. So I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do EC3 versus Aleister Black. I think that match, that should have been the match for. I think that should have been the opponent for Aleister Black this week on Raw at EC3. I think that should have been his opponent. Because he's already went against Eric Young. So I think EC3 should have been Aleister Black's opponent this week on Raw. I don't think Aleister Black should be given no more local competitors to go against.
Byron, you shouldn't even be in the same arena as
Besides,
this man.
he's already, you know...
Why not?
He's already went against other opponents.
The following contest
This is who I think should have been Aleister Black's opponent. In my opinion, this is who I think.
to the ring from Palm Springs, Florida.
But I don't think he was there that night.
At 231
And look at the physique of EC3. And you see, and you notice there's something in the middle of his abs. You see that? What is that? Did WWE Games do that? Or I didn't understand what they did. I didn't understand why they put that in the middle of his abs.
EC3. This guy's got muscles in places most people don't even have places.
understand what the hell. What did they do? I can't understand that. What did they do to
an incredible story.
In the middle.
A superstar who left WWE years ago, reinvented himself.
Yeah, instead of the low competitor, I just put EC3 in the match.
And now he is
I think this match would have been a whole lot better than Aleister Black versus local competitors.
Are you doubting him?
Let's be honest. Yes.
Just repeating what he says.
You got to realize Byron spent most of his life in the bottom 99.
Because that local competitor versus Aleister Black match, it just sucked. To me, it sucked. I think what would have been better was EC3 versus Aleister Black. And I felt bad for Aleister Black to the fact that they gave him a sucky opponent. An opponent that can't even freaking wrestle. A local competitor? Seriously, WWE? Come on. You're making Aleister Black embarrassing. You're making him look embarrassed. Giving him a local competitor, you're making Aleister Black look embarrassed. Come on. You can give Aleister Black a better opponent than that. And Aleister Black can even agree with this, for real.
And his opponent, from Amsterdam, Holland, weighing in at 215 pounds, Aleister Black.
Ave Satanas, Aleister Black.
What amazes me about Aleister Black is his ability to maintain complete composure before competing inside that ring, almost embracing the calm before the storm.
Black's a trained kickboxer, also studied the Indonesian martial art of pencak silat.
Yeah, he's a former kickboxer. He's a former kickboxer and a mixed martial artist.
Champion, was undefeated for a year.
Just like the Viking Raiders, just like AOP, just like Brock Lesnar, just like
the story
Bobby
of
Lashley.
his life is tattooed on his
just
body.
like Kushida. All of those people, and Ronda Rousey, all those people are mixed martial artists, and Sonya Deville. All of those people are, all those wrestlers are mixed martial artists. Even Cain Velasquez and Tyson Fury are mixed martial artists. All those people I named are mixed martial artists. Ladies and gentlemen.
And we're underway.
Whether you like it or not, all those WWE wrestlers are mixed martial artists.
About this one-on-one matchup.
And I can't help but get the feeling that this is going to be one of those matches people will be talking about for a long time to come.
And if I left out one more mixed martial artist wrestler in the WWE, let me know. Because I think that's all of them that are mixed martial artists. And I think Undisputed Era, they do mixed martial arts moves as well. They've been taught mixed martial artists as well. I believe they do. I believe they have. Bobby Fish and Kyle Rowley with their mixed martial artist, style and ring style.
Oh, it's not going to be good. This is not going to be.
It ain't going to be good for EC3 because
Duplex!
I'll tell you at the end. It's going to be disturbing. EC3
Slam!
It's going to be disturbing of what's going to happen to him.
He looks a bit off his game here. He's going to want to make sure this doesn't snowball out of control.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but
EC3 into the cover. That wasn't even close to three.
Oh, EC3 just stomped me away. Uh-oh. EC3's getting ready to deliver the power bomb.
Oh, what impact.
Not good. I did not see that coming. I thought I had reversed that already, but I didn't. Oh! I just got kicked.
And look at the quickness by EC3. Wow. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
And if I left out any other martial artists in WWE, let me know.
Knee drop.
Oh, Ken Shamrock is a mixed martial artist. He was in the WWE. He was a mixed martial artist.
Oh, it's not going to be good. This is not going to... Oh, that was a long way down.
He used to be in WWE. He was a mixed martial artist, too.
Ooh, that kick could be a game changer.
I forgot about Ken Shamrock.
Aleister Black appearing uneasy here.
I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just goes along with the territory, and he knows that. I doubt he's all that concerned.
We got a whole lot of mixed martial artists in WWE. I'd be surprised if we get another new mixed martial artist in WWE superstar in the WWE, which I hope we do, because that would be good.
Ladder match for the newly minted NXT North
WWE needs
American
to keep
Championship.
all those mixed martial artist superstars and
What
teams.
impact!
WWE male, female, mixed martial
Michael told
artists
us about EC3's return to NXT in that North American Championship. Aleister Black, devastating kick. This just might be enough for him. Aleister Black makes a cover.
It's over for EC3.
And he kicks out. How in the world?
He kicked out. EC3 kicked out.
Hooked him up.
Talking about the heart of EC3.
Nice. Down. Since the moment he returned to NXT, EC3 has been saying that he is in the top 1%. This could end it in a hurry. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
EC3's always been the top 100%.
Slam that earth.
No doubt about that.
Here he goes. Ooh! Here's his moment, Michael.
There's almost no
Over now.
The two of you were discussing East. There's the pinfall. And the victory.
That's what it took. Black Mass to the local competitor.
Now let's look back at that amazing action.
Black Mass.
These superstars didn't exactly set the world on fire,
after a
but
Black Mass.
This match had its moments, as we see here.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is what it took.
Got to be honest with you. I'm kind of glad that match is over. He comes out with a W, but it wasn't very
Black
pretty.
Mass. That was a massive Black Mass.
Here is your winner, Aleister Black.
Big pinfall victory here tonight.
That's a big win right there. Anytime you can pin another WWE competitor's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count, you should be proud.
Man,
as we close
one of
the
my
book on
favorite
this
moves
match,
in the
I need to
WWE,
remind
Black
everybody
Mass.
just how big of a win this was.
Something
Simply
about that move just makes the fans go crazy. Something about that move just makes the WWE universe love Aleister Black. WWE universe loves that move, Black Mask. Yeah, I like it too, man. I love that Black Mask move, man. I like the Black Mask too, as well. When you pick the opponent up with his feet, when he picks his opponent up with his feet and just Black Mask, I'm on the ground. So then after that match, we had another AOP pre-tape promo aired in which they proclaimed they were signed to Raw to be kept away from SmackDown. They vowed to get violent with every team on Raw. So that's an AOP sending another message to all the Raw and SmackDown Live rosters, talent, tag team division. So that pre-tape was another way for AOP to send a message to the Raw roster, to the Raw tag team division too, as well. So we know that. Alright, so this next match, we had Andre and Cien Almas versus Sin Cara. But now we have to call him Andrade because now WWE apparently has changed his name. Which is crazy. Just like they did with Shorty Gable. Just like they did with Bobby Roode. With Robert Roode. They changed his name from Bobby Roode to Robert Roode. Then they changed his name, Chad Gable's name from Chad Gable to Shorty Gable. Which, in my opinion, I think was was crazy to me. Didn't make sense. Why would you change all three of those guys' names? Oh, not to mention they changed Mustafa Ali's name to Ali. What in the world? Why is WWE changing all these superstars' names? Give me a reason. Why are they doing this? Give me a reason as to why they're doing this. Give me a reason. Give me a reason. Somebody, please give me a reason of why they're doing this. Why? I mean, why? I have my mic over my mouth right now. I'm like, why? Why? You know what I'm saying? It's like crying like a baby. Why? Why? You know, it's like whining like a baby. You know what I mean? It's like talking like Alvin Chipmunks. Why? 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 You know what I'm saying? Is WWE trying to make these names a lot better? I mean, I can understand that, but why would they want to change their names? It just doesn't make sense. Why would they want to do it? What's the explanation for that? I mean, the questions need to be answered right now. Why would they change all four of those WWE superstars' names? Why? Why? I keep saying why, but I want to know, what's the explanation for this? So,
the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 198
Unpredictable.
We got Sin Cara.
Certainly fun to watch.
Someone we have not seen wrestled in the ring ever since, probably since he's been out with an injury or something. I think he's been out with an injury, I think. Or he's been kept away quietly by WWE for
This
a
guy
while.
here's the real deal. The future has
So it's good to see
arrived.
Sin Cara back in the ring. It was really good to see Sin Cara back in the ring. I watched it this morning as I was eating, taking my meds. I was watching it this morning. It's really, really good to see Sin Cara back in the ring, making his first Raw debut in the ring against Andre Almas, which he lost, which was unfortunate because Andre Almas had the upper hand thanks to the help of Selena Vega. The future has arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Andrade Cien Almas, a superstar that lives his best life, has worked incredibly hard, and isn't afraid to let you
Andre
know about it.
lived his best life, worked incredibly hard. Oh, guess what else? He's a former NXT champion. And I think he will one day become a Grand Slam champion. I think he will one day be Intercontinental USA, United States. He'll one day be Intercontinental United States, Universal, WWE, and Tag Team Champions. He will one day be a Grand Slam champion. He will win a championship with someone one day too, a Tag Team Champions. He just have to capture all the champions.
Exceptional in-ring IQ. Really training to compete at the age of 13.
Has really turned his career
It takes
around
one at
ever
a time
since he
for every
added
superstar to win
Zelina
those
Vega
championships.
as his
What I
business
heard.
associate.
So-
Really made him refocus on the task at hand. And Corey, he's turned into one of the most aggressive superstars
here today.
Talk about ruthless.
Yeah, he's one of the most aggressive and best superstars today, especially with that IQ, especially with him having that IQ and that lucha, background, that lucha record. He's got that
background. You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle.
They got all the Sin Cara has that background as well.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, hard to believe
this is going to be a high anticipated matchup.
The newfound focus of Andrade Almas has brought him great rewards.
It's going to be a really, really good match.
You may call it focus. I call it finding the perfect balance between work and play.
I think Sin Cara is going to be able to have an upper hand against me, I'm sure, too. This match right now. If the computer doesn't break.
Tear the features clean off your face.
And that time I pushed the button and it didn't work. First button didn't work that time.
Sin Cara in a precarious situation. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral.
So yes, he has the IQ.
I wouldn't call for the medics just yet, Cole. He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
I know it's somewhat early still, but this could be a pivotal point in this match, guys. Let's see how he reacts here.
He's going to be I think Andre Almas is going to be a Grand Slam champion. Because, you know, the future has arrived. So there's a reason why they call him the future. He could be the Grand Slam champion, you know.
Man, what a slam.
There's a reason why he is the future.
Oh, nasty impact.
With that IQ. HQ. Right.
What's the next move for Sin Cara to turn things around quickly to remain in this thing? He'll need to find a way to turn things around here.
The amount of punishment he's absorbed in this match is absolutely insane. A lesser man would have given up and walked away by now.
You know, I thought this match was going to be much more tightly contested. I guess that's not the case, though.
Bringing it back between the ropes.
What a hurricanrana. Ooh, what impact.
All right, here we... Oh, what the...
Look at this.
He's making a statement here. He's got his shoulders down.
Digging deep for a kick out.
I almost had him, though. Almost had him, though.
Look out, there he goes. Knocked right off his feet.
Look at that chop. You see the sound of that chop?
What a
left him all the way over here.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Sin Cara showing signs that it could be ending soon. There's a good chance he can't recover from this.
Yeah, he's in bad shape right now. But come on, it's nothing we haven't seen him overcome in the past.
Oh, nasty impact.
That's the end. That's it for Sin Cara. He's done.
Yes!
That's all it took for him to win. Was to do a few moves and the hammerlock DDT.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
There. So after the hammerlock DDT, Zelina Vega provided her customary assistance on the outside with a handstand.
I'm kind of glad that match is over. He comes out with a W,
during the match,
but it wasn't very pretty.
Equation. Humberto Carrillo was shown launching on a monitor backstage. So afterwards, he cut a promo with Charlie Caruso in which he vowed to one day become Universal Champion.
Here tonight.
There's nothing more pure than picking up a win in a good old-fashioned one-on-one fight.
The odd
the kind of action we've come to expect here on Raw. What an amazing match!
A champ that plays fire like Rollins. It was awkward, but a hilarious kind of awkward. You know. I'm pretty sure you people know what I'm talking about here. So, it was. It was very awkward. You know what I mean? It was really, really ugly. It was. So of course, Sunil Singh won the 24/7 champion. I'm going to tell you how I'm about to do that. I'm just going to put the title on him. So Sunil Singh won the 24/7 championship. Now I'm about to tell you how I'm getting ready to do it. Where is he? Sunil Singh. Okay, I don't see Sunil Singh. Let me just check and see if I have him somewhere on this list. There's Sunil Singh. Sunil Singh was the new 24/7 champion. Because, with a roll-up backstage as Samir provided distraction to win the title, Truth attempted to regain the title later in the show, but yes, he pinned the wrong Singh brothers. So, R-Truth, so let me show y'all. So, Sunil Singh was able to capture the 24/7 championship, but then R-Truth was able to get it back. R-Truth was able to get it back. So, yeah. So then, after that, that's when we had the Viking Raiders. That's when we had Kurt Hawkins at Raiders versus the Viking Raiders. That's when we had Kurt Hawkins versus the Viking Raiders. So, okay, so the OC interview. So the OC talked about their match against Street Profits and how they are the premier tag team. So then King's Court with Rusev. Rusev is asked about how he's feeling regarding the Lana and Lashley situation. I don't like the storyline, guys. I hate I'm reading this, but I don't like it. I have to do it because it's part of my results live stream. So, video of Lana and Lashley are shown in the restaurant. Lashley says he won't make the same mistake Rusev made and give Lana everything she wants. So Rusev says he knows where they are and runs out of the ring. So then, of course, we already did the match between Andre and Sin Cara, and I already told y'all the AOP fragment. So now we gotta do Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins versus the Viking Raiders. Tag team match. Coming up next, guys. Tag team match coming up next, audience. The match you've seen yesterday on Raw. Of course. Ready to go. I'm about to create them a tag team stable. Alright, so we're ready. really do that? So yes, this match was an easy match for the Viking Raiders to pick up the victory, of course, over Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. And I'm going to show you how they done it. I'm going to show you how they done it.
This guy may never, ever win another match.
I'm going to show you part of how they done it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
I'm going to put them, I'm going to do a tag team. I'm going to do the Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins tag team thing. I'm going to put them together. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to go to the tag team management thing, and I'm going to put them together as a tag team.
You know, guys, some people were just built to be WWE superstars. And if history's taught us anything, Kurt Hawkins was probably more likely built to be an electrician.
You know, we talk a lot about Asuka's winning streak. Kurt Hawkins has one of the great all-time losing streaks. I don't think the guy's won a match in his career. Well, that just means he's got more motivation to capture that one elusive victory.
Or change careers.
Yeah.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and
guys.
expecting a different result.
When is he ever going to win a match? He lost against the Viking Raiders this week on Raw. Not to mention, Zack Ryder is about to come in the ring. It's about to come out and enter the ring. Oh yeah, speaking of Zack Ryder, former Internet champion, here he goes.
And his partner from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 200.
Oh, wasn't he a former United States champion as well? I think he was. I think he was.
He's a broski, like the three of us.
No, Byron, I am not a broski. I have nowhere near the penchant for fake tanner and spiked hair as Zack Ryder does.
He never sat back and waited for opportunities to be handed to him. He went after those opportunities. He grabbed those opportunities, and he has made an amazing career for himself here in WWE.
Here comes the real reckoning. I'm not talking about Eric and Rowan. I'm talking about Eric and Ivar.
Rowan Hansen, the War Raiders are here to pillage the competition.
The Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders. That's what I'm talking about. Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Might want to get prepared to surrender because here comes the reckoning, the real reckoning. I'm not talking about Eric Rowan and Harper. I'm talking about these guys, Eric and Ivar. I don't know why they changed their names. And that's another thing WWE did. These are one of the other two superstars that WWE changed their names to. They changed these guys' names too in WWE. Now, the guy on the right is Eric, and the other one on the left is Ivar.
Rowan Hansen are two big, bad, scary dudes who have run roughshod over the tag team division.
Yeah, they have run roughshod over the NXT and over the Raw tag team division. NXT tag team division years ago, but now they're running roughshod over the Raw tag team division already. They run roughshod over there already. Over
you see these two behemoths walking towards you. A lot of people would argue the match is already over before the bell rings.
And I can tell you the AOP is watching them. And I can tell you right now, the AOP is observing the Viking Raiders. I can tell you that right now.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready
I'll be surprised if the AOP and Viking Raiders feud start
tonight can absolutely make an argument to being one of WWE's top
I don't know if it's going to happen for sure, but in my opinion, I believe it should happen.
Hooked him up. And a suplex. Beautiful technique.
He's starting to feel it here. This tag team match can get out of hand quickly if he doesn't mount an offense soon.
It might be time for him to recharge that battery. All he has to do is get to his corner and make the tag.
I think a lot of people right now are scratching their heads wondering how he let this match
These guys
get
were
so out of
basically
hand.
just like local competitors. They're wrestling. They're just like local competitors, basically. It's funny. It really is.
Corey, what are they going to do here? We're about to find out. Not good for the back and body.
How are you able to pick up those two guys?
Corey, I don't get the impression that Rose spends his downtime playing video games or thinking about what Winnie's saying he's going to post next on social media. I got to agree with you, Cole. You think a guy Rose size with that much facial hair who hits that hard even cares about technology?
Yeah. Those guys, do you think those guys care about technology? Hell no.
The two of you brought up Rose's unique look and size.
No.
It sort of fits into the Viking lifestyle he follows.
Yeah, and most importantly, the Viking lifestyle is about conquering. Rowe and Hanson are going to start with the NXT Tag Team division.
At all. Those guys do not care about no technology at all. I'll tell you that right now. I can tell you that much.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
I missed that time.
Powerbomb! That might be it. He's on the defensive here. Headed into this match, he and his partner look extremely confident.
I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalia's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage.
It's one of my favorite moves, Corey.
Unfortunately, woo, I know it.
Boom, broski boot.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over. Uh-oh, he's in trouble here. Here comes Zack Ryder with a Rough Rider.
It ain't over.
There's a pin now.
An easy kick out there.
It ain't over.
Have to put in a little more work than that.
It's not over.
Point of the elbow, nailed it. What a stop. Good grief.
Don't worry, guys. It's not over.
Nailed it.
It ain't over.
And look at the quickness by Rose.
Let me tell you why.
In off the tag.
Because this is why.
Boom, impact.
Zack Ryder starting to wane a little. This match is definitely testing his mettle, guys.
He's not looking like himself right now, and I hate to say it, but this might be the beginning of the end for him here. The WWE locker room better be ready to throw down when Zack Ryder's on the card. As the man himself likes to say, the Long Island IC is ready for a fight 24/7, 365.
Escapes trouble there. There it comes. Rude awakening! Zack Ryder's shown throughout his WWE career that anything's possible. And you can never say never, because being a WWE superstar was his destiny. Just look at the interview I conducted with Long Island IC for WWE.com. I'll say this, Zack Ryder will give it his all in there and make the most out of his shot. What I think should be looked into is if Ryder deserves any more opportunities. Somebody tell me that.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
And executed with such amazing grace.
Tagged in. Oh, somehow.
That's all right, Cole.
When this guy's on, look out.
Okay, so y'all want to do that, huh? Well, guess what? Now it is getting ready to be over.
Behind the ridiculous hair, terrible chance, and horrible outfit, he might have it.
Oh, y'all want to do that, huh? Well, guess what? Now it's over.
I don't know if Ryder can bounce back.
They
Done.
did it!
What did I tell you? I told you it was over for him.
And here's
did a
another
good
quick look
job.
at those superstars
They
in
did a
action in
good
that
job
tag team
damaging the
battle.
Viking Raiders, but that wasn't enough.
Overall, this match was average at best. But not every match is going to be memorable. In fact, I've almost
forgotten
it happened
already. Yeah, they did a good job,
already.
but they didn't do a good job enough. Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins,
this match wasn't exactly
there's no doubt that they're
but we can't expect every superstar to be on their A game every time.
They're not better than the Viking Raiders. The reckoning, the real reckoning.
I know the match was solidly entertaining, but
I
really hope these guys would take it to the next level.
Regardless,
nobody's asking for their money.
Today. Here are your winners, Rose and Hanson.
Nice teamwork by these two here tonight.
This was all about one competitor's refusal to lose. When you see that, you have no choice but to respect it.
Folks, we just saw one of the most exciting matches we'll see anywhere.
Yeah, these guys have really ran roughshod over the NXT Tag Team division over the years. Even when they debuted, they've ran roughshod over NXT Tag Team division. But this year, they have ran roughshod over the Tag Team division. And then capturing the Raw Tag Team Champions at what? Hell in a Cell? Wow. I think it was on Raw or at Hell in a Cell that they captured those Raw Tag Team Champions against the OC. Because the OC had those titles, but then Viking Raiders won them because they deserved them. Look at what all the Viking Raiders done to get to the top. They deserve those titles, man. It's about time they have them. They deserve those. Those guys deserve those titles, man. After all they've done on Raw and the WWE, they deserve those titles. So, by the way, after that match, of course, the Viking Raiders won by Viking Experience, and I'm going to tell you proof of how they won that in just a few seconds here. I just showed you proof, a little bit of proof of how they won it. So, yeah, pinfall, and they won against Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder's pinfall in a non-title match after the Viking Experience to Hawkins. I did it to Zack Ryder instead of Hawkins. I was supposed to do it to Hawkins, but I did it to Zack Ryder instead. I did it my way, basically. You could say that. Both of them would have gotten the Viking Experience anyway. So either it doesn't really matter. Both of them would have got it anyway. They also would have gotten These Hands by Braun Strowman. You know, just saying, these hands. They also would have gotten those hands. So after that match, we had the Rey Mysterio, I think, interview or promo. Rey Mysterio promo. So Rey Mysterio gets on the mic and says that he needs the fan support for Cain Velasquez. So then Shelton Benjamin comes out all of a sudden and tries to ruin Rey Mysterio. But then, shockingly, Cain Velasquez comes out to the aid of Rey Mysterio and beats the living hell out of Shelton Benjamin. So then, after that, we got a match between Seth Rollins and Humberto Carrillo. Yes, it was Seth Rollins versus Humberto Carrillo. Unfortunately, to those of you fans who wanted Humberto Carrillo to win, Seth Rollins won against Humberto Carrillo after a massive stomp, which that should have led to him beating Roman Reigns on SmackDown. Yeah, that's what should have happened on SmackDown. Seth Rollins doing the current stomp to 1, 2, 3 instead of Bray Wyatt coming out under the ring. That's what should have happened on SmackDown Live against Roman Reigns. That's exactly what should have happened on SmackDown Live against Roman Reigns. The same thing that should have happened when that draft had started. So, yeah. We're going to do that. That match is coming up next. And then, our main event. And then after this, we're going to have the main event is coming up after this match. The main event. I will tell you that after this match. This match was basically, I think, I'm just going to say it, I'm just going to throw it out there. I know it's not, but I'm just going to throw it out there. This match was basically for the ages. You know what I'm saying? To me, this match was basically for the ages, you know, to start Alberto Carrillo's debut. You know, because he did debut against Seth Rollins. He lost his debut against Seth Rollins. It was an upset for Alberto Carrillo, unfortunately. But, you know, hey, he did good. He got support from the fans, you know, and I'm sure he's happy with that. I mean, hey, you gotta admit, at least he's got WWE support from the fans, you know. He did good. He did. He did really good. He did good. There's no doubt about that. He did really good. So yes, we got Seth Rollins versus Humberto Carrillo. This match was a good match, but Seth Rollins took over most of the match. I'm going to show you how he won the match against Humberto Carrillo. And I'm going to show you how he should have won against Humberto Carrillo. I'm going to show you how he did win, and I'm going to show you how he should have won against Humberto.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
Don't worry, when I get the game, you'll see Humberto Carrillo's real entrance. That's not really his entrance, but his real entrance. You'll get to see it when I get the 2K20 game next month. WWE 2K20.
We have one-on-one action on the way, and this one should be nothing short of amazing.
I don't doubt that for a moment, Michael. In fact, I would go so far as to say this match might just steal the show.
You'll get to see him on 2K20. Here comes the King Slayer, Universal Champion.
Here comes the King Slayer. Seth freaking Rollins, the King Slayer, the architect,
the Beast Slayer, also known as the Beast Slayer.
WWE has seen this generation.
Former WWE champion.
From Davenport, Iowa.
Former Intercontinental United States champion. He's a Grand Slam champion, I think. Seth Rollins is. I think Seth Rollins is a Grand Slam champion, too.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins has made a career
let's check
out of taking risks and seizing opportunities.
See if he is a Grand Slam. I don't know.
Seth Rollins has been a multi-time champion, a Money in the Bank ladder match winner. Debuted as part of the Shield with Reigns and Ambrose. Rollins thrives and is driven by people doubting him, by people saying that he can't do something. Rollins will do it just to silence them and smile in their face.
Yes, Seth Rollins is a Grand Slam champion.
And here we go.
I was right.
This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment.
He's a Grand Slam champion.
This is what
multi-time World Heavyweight champion.
These guys are undoubtedly going to give us a show here tonight. Crucifix, he's going to the pin.
Yes, Seth Rollins is a one-time NXT champion. He's won the NXT Gold Rush tournament. He's a two-time World Heavyweight Champion, two-time Universal Champion, two-time Intercontinental Champion, one-time United States Champion, five-time Raw Tag Team Champion.
Drop kick hits the mark.
And
the jumping, spinning heel kick.
Right on point.
He's the 29th Triple Crown Champion.
What a clothesline.
And he's the 11th Grand Slam champion.
My.
Under 19th overall. So, yeah, he's the 11th Grand Slam champion under current format, 19th overall. Won the Money in the Bank, won Men's Royal Rumble. He had Slammy Awards. And all that too. So that's his resume. Oh, man, almost had him. Man.
Uh-oh, look at this. Nelson applies.
Yes, Dragon suplex.
This match was for the ages, man. This match was good.
One-arm hook.
It was good for Humberto Carrillo's debut, but it wasn't good losing his match in his debut. That's for sure.
Oh boy, he is rolling out.
Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Seth Rollins.
Oh, what a super kick from the Architect.
Nobody does it quite like him.
Well, here we go. About to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Seth Rollins in some trouble here. He's going to want to make sure this doesn't snowball out of control.
What?
Yeah, but it looks to me like he still has plenty of energy in that body of his. I wouldn't look too much into this right now.
This isn't his first rodeo.
He had to expect to take on some offense here tonight.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Stop.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
That's not the only thing.
Looking at it here.
If Rollins can keep his emotions in check, he can figure out a way to take this. This might be it.
Oh, my.
When this guy's on,
I was going to do the... God dang it. Oh, you got kidding me. I was going to do it.
Look at a little out of it up on that turnbuckle. Oh, this could very well be the beginning of the end.
Oh, my.
Harsh impact.
Spanish fly. Oh, my God. He just delivered a Spanish fly. Holy shit.
There can only be one top dog here in the WWE, and a win here will go a long way in solidifying one of these guys' claims of being the best in the business.
Buckle bomb.
By Rollins.
There you go. Buckle bomb. I like when Michael Cole says it like that.
Seth
Buckle bomb.
Bam! This one is over.
He's looking at it.
That has got to be it.
But does Rollins have the wherewithal to capitalize?
He better.
And you can put this singles match in the books.
I love when he says that. Buckle bomb.
These gentlemen get after it. Here are the
My favorite
highlights.
part about Michael Cole right there.
Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show. Overall,
so
this
in a
match
non-title
was average
match,
at best.
Seth Rollins
But not
defeated
every match is
Humberto
going to be
Carrillo in a
memorable.
non-title
In
match
fact,
this week
I've
on Raw.
almost forgotten it happened already.
After the Stone, earlier backstage with, so y'all listen to this. So earlier backstage with Charlie Caruso, Rollins admitted that Bray Wyatt
Here is your winner,
may have gotten into his head,
He earned every
but
bit
he
of that
also
victory
may
here
have
tonight.
gotten into
You know, it
Wyatt's
didn't
head
happen
after
often,
he
but I can
burned
attest,
down
being pinned
Firefly
is humiliating.
Funhouse
Well,
last
I
week.
don't think we're going to have too
He
many
then
disappointed
confronted
viewers at home.
Carrillo,
Not with action
who
like we
he
just
caught
saw.
out the corner of his eye mid-promo regarding the comments he made earlier and offered him the match right then and there. A short time later, it was announced that Wyatt is bringing back the Firefly Funhouse this Friday on his new home of SmackDown. So then, this brings us to the main event, ladies and gentlemen, which was the OC versus the Street Profits. It was the OC with AJ Styles ringside versus the Street Profits. One of my friends on World of Tanks, I'd say one of my friends on World of Tanks named King Supreme, that guy, the way he talks, the way him and his buddies talks, those guys remind me of the guys in the AND clan on that World of Tanks game. They remind me of the Street Profits. I told one of my friends, he reminds me of the Street Profits. Gangsta, they remind me of Street Profits. Gangster. Streets being taken over. Street Profits, the street being taken over. I mean, this one and nobody can is in the bag, man. I got it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about those Street Profits. I ain't talking about the real rappers. I'm talking about Street Profits. You know what I'm saying? Montez Ford. I'm talking about Montez Ford and Montez Ford and Andrew Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. Versus DOC. AJ Styles. Here we go. Match is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Street Profits making their in-ring debut on Raw this Monday. Their in-ring debut was good as usual. Was good as their in-ring debut on NXT. Yeah, their Raw debut was just like their NXT debut. It was better than the NXT debut. Way better than their NXT debut. I wonder how 2K20 is. I know some of my Aspire channels, they probably are already playing 2K20 to see how it is. I wonder how that game is. Cause I don't have it yet. I'm gonna get it next month. Don't worry. And I'm gonna stream live to show you all the things they have on that game. I'm gonna show you everything. I'm gonna show you the roster. I'm gonna show you all that. So that live stream is gonna be long. The first ever live stream on WWE 2K20, that's going to be a long live stream because I got to show you all the roster. It's not going to be the roster with the SmackDown characters. It's going to be the roster with all the characters that's been reviewed.
On the way to the ring, accompanied by the phenomenal AJ Styles at a combined weight of 505 pounds. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the Club.
The OC.
Guys, we have a big-time tag team match coming up here.
A big-time match with big-time stakes, Michael. Neither one of these superstars can afford a loss right now.
guys, the Street Profits making their Raw in-ring debut.
It's party
They made their in-ring debut this week on Raw.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, turn up. Get ready. They are.
These two dudes genuinely entertain me more than just about anybody.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
Street Profits, former NXT Tag Team Champions.
Human beings. Angelo Dawkins, collegiate
These
wrestling
guys
standout.
have it
Montez
all.
Ford,
Have the
former
tools
United
of
States
becoming
Marine.
the best tag team.
These guys know how to get
in the
turned up
WWE.
and have a good time.
I believe the term is
have all
church,
the tools.
Corey.
That's what I said,
The Street
Saxon.
Profits are the best young and upcoming tag teams today.
Byron, you know nothing about swag. You're embarrassing yourself.
Again,
and
former
somehow
NXT
you might be
Tag
the only
Team
man on earth
Champions.
to make the Street Profits less cool. These two dudes are legit. They're incredibly talented. They're tough. And they know how to have a good time that doesn't involve a bicycle museum.
I even feel like dancing.
Montez Ford is one of the best dressed
Michael
guys
said, I even feel
in
like
all
dancing.
of sports entertainment. And coming from me, that means something.
Oh my God. Michael Cole just said, I feel like dancing. Dude. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I don't think nobody would want to see that. I think that'd be embarrassing. To see Michael Cole dancing. That'd be embarrassing. That'd be the most embarrassing thing in WWE, probably.
And set to start things off here. We're ready to go.
When I think of tag teams that can make a major impact on
Time to
today's
get serious
WWE,
now. The
I
match has
absolutely
started.
think of these two teams.
Andrew Dawkins.
Oh, and a backbreaker.
Backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
Like a side slam for a second. It did. Almost did.
Look at this. Oh, what incredible power.
Wow, what a
Get ready
vertical
to show you
suplex.
what they can do in the ring.
Drop kick. Beautiful.
We got to move Gallows in the ring. This ain't about to be good. This ain't gonna look too good.
In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
I think he does have an amateur background. I don't know. I have to check that.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. Continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag, they're able to focus their attack on one individual and one body part.
And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control of the match. When you look at the tag teams who dominated this business, all of them worked well together as a unit and were able to keep an opponent in the ring long enough to make that adversary the focal point of their assault.
I saw him coming. I had already saw him coming.
Oh my God, what a forearm!
Right to the jaw.
Spear!
That was vicious.
I think we know what this is.
Nailed it.
Luke Gallows in some trouble here. If they want to win this match, he really needs to make a tag soon.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
He's getting closer, Corey, and he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
I missed.
Now we see Carl Anderson starting to slow down a bit.
It's decision time, Cole. Does he try to get back on the offensive himself, or does he attempt to make a tag hit?
He seems more motivated than ever heading into this match, which makes me think, well, he still has plenty of fight left in him.
Super kick!
Angelo. That was simply amazing.
I think it was time I tagged Stiff Punch too. Okay, I think it's time I start tagging Montez Ford in and end this match once and for all.
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver.
Angelo Dawkins is getting ready.
I had to pause to see what.
I know Luke thinks this is.
You gotta believe this one's over. Vicious strike.
And that's the
what
end.
A tag team display.
And that's how they won their debut matchup.
Let's take another look at these guys in action.
These fans got their money's worth in this one, as
I
you
wanted
can
to make
see
sure
right
I had
here.
that stiff punch right. I want to make sure that was the right move because I was trying to push that L button and that
Here are your
other button,
winners,
triangle button.
Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits.
The referee's 3 count ends this one. And there's your winner, folks.
It's performances like the one we just saw from these guys
Yeah.
that make tag team wrestling
And in the
so
bag,
exciting.
man, I got it,
As hard as
yeah.
it will be not to think about
Street
that
Profits
amazing
are
match
fun,
we just
man.
saw,
It's a fun
we must
tag
move on
team.
here, guys.
This is a fun, world-known, this is a fun-going tag team, man, I'm telling you. We'll never have tag teams like this in a while. In years to come. We'll never have tag teams like this in years to come. There'll be some serious tag teams, though. So after Montez Ford hit the frog splash onto Anderson, after he hit the frog splash onto Anderson, they hyped up the advertised 6-man tag all night with the Street Profits and listening a mystery partner. But when the main event arrived, they went right into a straight tag match with AJ Styles on the outside, which I did have AJ Styles on the outside. He was on the outside. When chaos did eventually break out, the backup for the Street Profits was revealed as Kevin Owens, who laid Styles out with a stunner on the ramp. Great debut for the Street Profits on a main event stage, and Ford celebrated afterwards by commending a baby in the crowd because he's a massive star in the making. So yes, this is the end of the live stream, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. I hope you got everything you need. You know, all the information that I done. I hope you enjoyed. Most importantly, I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope you enjoyed the results. You know, because this is what actually happened on Raw this week. So later today or tomorrow, I'm going to be on the game. I'm gonna probably live stream on World of Tanks, probably do some battles. That stub contract, I don't know if I'm doing that or not. So yes, I hope you all enjoyed the live stream. I'm gonna be doing some rumors. So be looking for my video, because the next video I'm gonna be delivering to you a whole lot of rumors. So be checking that video out next. You all have a good day. Talk to you on the next video.